Hey friends, welcome back to Magus of the Frog and welcome to Friday Night Meta. We're going to be playing a meta deck every Friday, so please let me know what you'd like to see next. And the point of this is to really try and understand and deconstruct the popular decks that are consistently being played in the metagame. I think this is very useful in terms of learning how to not only pilot these decks, but learning how to play against them if they happen to be the deck that you're not playing but having trouble with. So we're looking at Dimir Tempo. This is a list from a player called Lunalove who has been consistently performing in MTGO challenges. I've noticed that they've been playing Dimir aggro a lot and they have been consistently performing in the sometimes first place in all the way to like 15th place in these events. So Dimir Tempo, as I'm sure you are aware, is perhaps one of the more popular decks in the metagame and one of the stronger decks. And what I like about their list here is they're playing 14 interactive spells when the average for Dimir is around 10 to 11. A lot of Dimir Tempo decks will play 2 Tishana's Tidebinder and 2 Preacher's Main, but this person seems to have removed that, kept in one Tidebinder, but brought in 3 more interactive spells. So let's break it down. They've got 4 copies of Cut Down, they've got 3 copies of Go for the Throat, 1 Nowhere to Run, and 1 Shoulder's Edict for their black based removal. And then for their blue interactive spells, they've got 2 Spell Stutters and 3 Fey Bloom Trick. So very, very good at the tempo game plan here. You've got not stun, tapping, you've got counters, and you got hard removal. And then when we look at their main game plan here, this is very consistent among a lot of Dimir Tempo lists. They're playing 12 copies of early drops, so Spyglass Siren, Fairy Mastermind, and the Drowner. That allows them to consistently get a turn 3 Kaito if they have Kaito in their hand. And they're also playing Tishana's Tidebinder, great card, it's Flash, as well as 4 copies of Enduring Curiosity, another just great card. When you look at their lands here, this is very stock as well. They've got 2 copies of Restless Reef for their creature lands and 3 more in Soulstone Sanctuary. So really, really cool streamlined gameplay here. The Dimir Tempo deck is not only good at controlling the board early and dealing with all kinds of threats, they are playing mostly at instant speed. So it's really difficult sometimes to really play around what they have, given how many options they have. When we look at the sideboard here, and I said earlier that I'm not really going to be making any changes to their list. We're going to just be net decking here and really understanding why they're doing a lot of their choices here. It looks like they have the full 4 copies of Tishana's Tidebinder, if you include the sideboard. This seems to be just a great way to deal with a lot of problematic permanents. And then we've got 2 Negate for additional counter spells. We've got Gix's Command. This seems to be mostly used for go wide strategies. And then they got 2 Duress for discard. They got an Anoint with Affliction if Exile is what they're looking for. And then they've got Go for the Throat, the 4th copy in the sideboard. And then they have Blot Out, really great because it can get around a lot of hexproof creatures. And then they got 2 copies of Sholdred, great against decks that draw a lot of cards. And then they've got Neutralize the Guards, another card great for go wide strategy. So I can really immediately see what they're trying to do here. They are really spending more slots in their interactive portion of their deck here, and then using their sideboard to cater to whatever matchup they're playing against. And then it seems that they have a very stock list of Dimir Tempo here. So I imagine a lot of their success in these MTGO challenges are coming from the fact that they're probably a very tactically sound player. So it is difficult to get multiple high place finishes in these MTGO challenges, and it seems like this person who's been piloting Dimir Tempo has done so quite nicely. So I'm excited to see what we can do with this deck. We're gonna run it through a couple of games here in rank. There's also the standard metagame challenge, which I might run this through over the weekend just to see and really understand how Dimir Tempo works. So yeah, thank you so much for joining this. Let me know what other decks you'd like to see in Friday Night Meta. I'm happy to indulge any suggestions here, whether you want to give me a certain list or you just want to give me the deck type and I can find the list on my own. All right, guys, hit that like button, drop a comment. Would love to hear from you. And if you feel so inclined, a subscription would be heavenly. Totally not necessary, but infinitely appreciated. All right, guys, I'm excited to get some games in. I'll see you round one. Let's get it. Okay, first match here. I'm not sure about this hand. We have cut down a Fey Bloom trick, but we don't have any threats. So I'll mulligan. Okay, this is looking much better. We can put back a land and keep Drowner, Spellstutter, and Tidebinder. So I'll do that and I'll put back the Underground River. Our opponent mulligan once as well. Looks like they're playing Fabled Passage, so maybe a Domain deck. Here comes a Plains. We'll start off with Dark Slick Shores and pass. Fountain Port. Okay, so maybe just a mono white control deck. Looks like they kept something on top. Let's do Gloom Lake Verge and pass here. Okay, this I think will be a counter. Yeah. So we'll counter this, and then next turn we can play a land and keep up both our flash creatures. Yeah, let's do that. They played Demolition Field. This is our only copy of Tidebinder in our main deck. So I'm not quite sure what would be good to use. Okay, Felidar Retreat. We can do that at least during their first activation. Like, we can counter that. Feybloom Trick. Okay, so we are currently trying to tap something or counter something. Okay, let's attack here, and then we'll pass. So this doesn't turn off enchantments. Let's see what they choose. They choose a 2/2 white beast creature. I think we're okay with that. We can Feybloom Trick that. And then we're hoping to draw something like an Enduring Curiosity to refill our hand here. Oh, very nice. So we get Kaito, and I think I'll return the Drowner. Looks like they're gonna Carrot Cake here and block the Drowner. I think I'm okay with that because we still get a Kaito from our fairy. Okay, so let's do this. Ninjutsu. And then I will Surveil 2 here and draw a card. Okay, great. Cut down is what I'm looking for. Okay, very cool. Here comes a demolition field, which I'm actually okay with. So we'll float a black. And then get an island. And then use that black to cut down their 2/2. We can also just Tidebinder this. Okay, I think I'd do that instead. So it looks like they're more Felidar Retreat in terms of what they're trying to do than the traditional mono-white control, given how many like demolition field effects that they have. Okay, interesting. They went for the... They could have gone for the Kaito there. Oh, I guess they can give their stuff +1/+1 counters, so that's not too bad. So they can kill Kaito here, and I think this Restless Reef will just be eaten by their demolition field, so I don't know about playing it. Instead, we'll just use our map tokens here, and then we can play this Enduring Curiosity. Okay, another Kaito is great. Let's attack. Okay, do they let us draw or do they demolition field now? Okay, they demolition field now. So I'm okay with this because this means that we get to cut down something. Or we can use our... What do you call it? Okay, cut down... That's fine. And then we'll draw a card here. And then play Restless Reef now that they've used up their demolition field. Destroy all tapped creatures. Okay. And then they have a land here. Do they go +1/+1? No, they don't. Okay, they're going wide, it seems. Okay, well, I'll just use our mana efficiently here and destroy this rabbit. They can draw a card. Okay, and then I think we either Restless Reef or... Actually, let me see what we have on top of our deck. Flood Pit's Drowner. Okay. So do I Restless Reef? I think I don't. I think I just double spell here. But we can at least get rid of 2 of their tokens if they do this. Okay. Get rid of 2 of their tokens, and then we'll play a Spyglass Siren here. And then end the turn. And then we'll flash in Enduring Curiosity. They're low on cards. And it seems they don't have good stuff against flyers. Okay, they're looking for action here. Ah, and a Beza. Okay, so they gain life, but that's about it, right? Okay, we'll go Enduring Curiosity, and then we'll Flood Pit's Drowner the Beza. Let's see what we have on top of our deck, though. Let's put this on the Enduring Curiosity so we can attack through the 3/3. Man, this deck is just really good, huh? Okay, we get to draw a card. Oh, draw 2, that's right. And then we have a nowhere to run. Okay, very nice. So we can know where to run that on our turn. So we'll go Fairy Mastermind. Yeah, and this is the power of Dimir. It looks like they're playing Split Up, and they're relying on Felidar Retreat to give them creatures, excuse me. So Negate will be really good against them, and Duress. And then I think Gix's Command, maybe not necessarily good, because it is quite expensive. And when we look at our stuff here, I think Feybloom Trick is good card, but maybe not against them. They seem to be more go wide. Okay, so we have Cut Down, Duress, Go for the Throat, Nowhere to Run, Edict. You know, maybe Gix's Command is what we want here. It is a good way to deal with a lot of cat tokens. Our opponent didn't seem to want to use the +1/+1 mode as much as the 2/2 creature mode. So let's bring in the Gix's Command. And then I think we can... Oh, so we'll definitely need our counter spells as well. And our Duress. That's 8 cards, so I think we can cut more from here. I'll remove the Shield's Edict and then Nowhere to Run. And then the 1 cut down. And this seems like a pretty balanced way of dealing with what they have. I think the Shauna's Tidebinder is also something to consider, but they haven't really showed me something that was super scary. So we'll just keep the one of. Alright, let's play this. Okay, this one has a Duress, but not enough land, so we have to mulligan this. This one, I think, is keepable. We can get a turn 3 Kaito if we really needed to. And I think I'll put back maybe a cut down. Okay, Mastermind. Okay, I'll go Spyglass Siren first. They do have Get Lost in their deck. So, we're not guaranteed to get this Kaito in. Unless we draw an untapped land. Okay, I think I'm gonna see what we have here. Ooh, we would have gotten there, huh? Okay, let's attack. Let's see what they do here. Okay, so it looks like we'll be able to get Kaito down. So let's get Kaito down. And then I think I'm going to just draw a card. Go for the Throat. I don't think we need the land, but I wouldn't mind a removal spell. Looks like they're debating using the Demolition Field here. This can be a Felidar's Retreat. Okay, they're just gonna do this and then maybe use this to draw a card. Okay. Good thing we have a lot of flyers. Okay, they're going for the Demolition Field now. I guess they need more white sources. We'll get a island. And then they can Carrot Cake on their turn to draw a card. Okay, they had to get lost.
Okay, now let's run away.
Okay, a lot of very mastermind here. Let's see what we have on top of our deck. Or do we just play a tap Restless Reef? I think we'll just play a tap Restless Reef. Yeah, and then we'll pass here. Okay, lay down arms is not scary. We got so many flyers here. Okay, they're gonna get something to draw, which means we can fairy mastermind here. And then we have a Drowner. Okay, maybe I should have brought Neutralize the Guard in here. But I think we can raise this. Okay, Duress is great. Hoping to get a Felidar Retreat. Yeah, Felidar Retreat can go. We'll keep up double Mastermind. And just slog through all of the removal here. So when they play their Carrot Cake, we can double Mastermind. Okay, here's the first Mastermind and then a second one. This means we get to draw 2 cards. Then I think we're looking for Gix's command at this point. Okay, negate is nice, but we are tapped out, so they'll probably ossification one of our masterminds here. Then we'll take 3. Okay, well, we do have Soulstone Sanctuary to deal with these tokens, as well as the Restless Reef. I think I'm going to try and explore a bit more, though. Swamp. Okay, we can do this one more time. Yeah, I guess Soulstone Sanctuary will have to wait. And then attack here. Ah, okay, so they're going for this, which means we're gonna have to Flood Pits Drowner one of them. Okay, and then we get to Fairy Mastermind again. We're really trying to find something to sweep their board. Ooh, Enduring Curiosity. So do I double block here? I think not. I think I just chump. Okay, so we can Enduring Curiosity and then have 2 mana up. Okay, let's try this. Okay, Flood Pits Drowner's great. We get to Verge here, and then use this on Enduring Curiosity so we can survive. And another Drowner. Okay, we are pretty set here, I think. Okay, well, Drowner Get one of these. And then we'll block here and chump here. Drowner's great. Let's attack in the air. Draw 2. And then just put a bunch of blockers. Okay, cut down's not very good anymore. So we'll go Spyglass Siren. And then pass the turn? Yeah. If they kill something now... I mean, if they draw now, we get to draw more from... Okay, gotcha. They're just going wide. So they have Demolition Field for our man lands here. So we'll go blue. And then they're going to Demolition Field our Soulstone Sanctuary. We're going to pay 1. Get a Swamp. Here's a lay down arms. We can negate that. We have Floodpit's Drowner plus Go for the Throat. Okay, so we'll do here. And then block here. They'll be taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 2 blocks here, and then we go for the throat. Oh, okay, so we're gonna draw more cards here. So they can gain 3 life. Okay, Kaito's great. Cutdown's not doing anything. Let's put this on Mastermind. Another Kaito. Okay. That might be useful. Let's attack with everything here, I think. Okay, so we get to draw... we get to draw once we hit them. And then we Kaito now. Drawing 2. Ooh, these cut downs aren't doing anything. We can tap one of these down. And then
Down. Rethink your life.
we can play Mastermind and cut down one of them. Oh, we can't cut down one of them. Okay, I think we're dead. We don't have a way to deal with this Caretaker's talent in our main board. So let's see if they attack with everything. Oh, they're going for Kaito! Yeah, we're okay with that. I think if they just attacked us, we would have died, but I guess they didn't know what we had in our hand.
Make a new plan.
Ah, Sunfall. Okay. I can't draw. So we need something to deal with this token. We do have the Flood Pits. Do I just Kaito now? No, because they can Fountain Port. Okay, intense game here. I guess because we don't have anything to deal with the Caretaker's talent, these 3/3s are making the Gix's command not an out anymore. Okay, we'll Flood Pits Drowner here. Tapping that. And then we just take this. And then we cut down the Enduring Innocence. Here comes a Get Lost. Nothing we can do about that. Okay, Gix's command means we can sacrifice their big dude and we get to return 2 creatures from our hand, which will be most likely the Drowners. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do sacrifice and then return 2 creatures. And then play Underground River and pass. Okay, they are at 5. So we'll do Flood Pits Drowner. And then another one. Ooh, Sarah Paragon. Okay. So you're gonna go for a Carrot Cake here, and I think we have maybe an out if we can deal with these 2 creatures. Oh, I guess not, because they can Carrot Cake to gain 3 more life. Ooh, this is gonna be bad. Okay, let me see what we can do here. let's do some exploring. Go for the throat. And then we can Kaito to tap their Sarah Paragon.
Don't worry, Pom Pom John. I've got this. I've got them picked. Press the attack.
Okay. They're gonna get something here so that they can play Carrot Cake. Okay, then I think that's game. Yeah, that's game. All right, we'll save our mental energy here, and let's go to game 3 here. And it looks like Tishana's Tidebinder would have been great there, just to deal with the Caretaker's talent level 3. That's really what kept them in the game. And then Shieldred's Apocalypse and Neutralize the Guard, I think, are almost mandatory here. Okay, so what would we cut though? I think we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 cards. So we can probably cut one here. I think cut down, as we saw, wasn't as good there. We'll keep 2. Or maybe we just don't care about single target removal against them. Go for the Throat's nice because it can get their big creatures. So let's try that. We'll go -2 Tidebinder. And then one more card. What would they take out in this situation? We're on the play. So I think it's Tishana's Tidebinder. Yeah. We're on the play, so Caretaker's Talent, getting that to 4 mana is a lot. So let's hope we can deal with the board before then. Okay, we're on the play. We have a Duress. I think we'll keep this. This can get rid of an early Caretaker's Talent, and then we'll eventually be able to work up towards these threats here. I don't think we're in a rush against them. We just have to make sure we interact properly. Alright, so Underground River into Duress. Looks like they mulliganed once. Okay, Get Lost is the only thing that we could get there. So what are we looking for? We're looking for threats. Like a Spyglass Siren would be ideal here. Ooh, ask and ye shall receive, huh? Okay, then we have a Kaito next turn if they didn't draw a removal spell. Okay, well, here comes a Kaito. I think we got pretty lucky here. We're gonna draw a card. Wouldn't mind a land in this, actually. So yeah, we'll just keep both. Okay, play a swamp, and I think we're just gonna attack here. Yeah. We need to save the Go for the Throat for the Sarah Paragon. And I don't mind not wasting a card here. So we're just going to +1. And then keep up Fairy Mastermind and Go for the Throat. Okay. I think I'll just do Enduring Curiosity. It's the more mana efficient play. and then go for the throat here. Yeah, that way we just have a bigger clock to deal with them. And then I'm happy to surveil here. Another Kaito, I don't think we need, and the Restless Reef, I think that's good. We get to play it. So, end the turn. And I think our opponent's just way too behind now. Here comes a lay down arms. Don't really mind that. We get to Fairy Mastermind here. They're down to 1 card. And we've got Kaito. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna use Restless Reef here. Bring them down to 1. And then surveil. Oh yeah. These are good. And then play Spyglass Siren. So even if our opponent's Sun falls here, we have Kaito. And that's game. Man, I think I sideboarded wrong for game 2. Good to know, though. I think we saw that them going for a level 3 caretaker talent is one of the ways that they can really pull ahead from the Dimir Tempo deck. And is good to know, so that we now know that going wide and going big and wide is good against the Dimir Tempo deck. Okay, wow, we learned a lot there. It seems to be quite useful piloting a meta deck. Alright, I'll see you in the next match. Okay, next match we are on the play. This looks good. This is a turn 3 Kaito. And we get to do Spyglass Siren and hopefully draw something to do at turn 2. Otherwise, we'll just use the map token. Okay, we got a forest into Llanowar Elves. Okay, that can be scary. I think I might just Flood Pits Drowner the Elf. Yeah, I think so. I don't want them doing any 3 drops. I guess technically I should have done it on their turn, huh? So that the... what do you call it? Ooh, okay. Collector's Cage. We'll save Tishana's Tidebinder for that. And I'll return the Flood Pits Drowner. Oh, whoops. I'm an idiot. I went through that so fast I forgot to Kaito there. Okay. Do we Tidebinder this? I think we do. So we totally messed that up, unfortunately. I think I'll use 1 here so that we can attack through the Salvager. Very nice. And then attack. And then now we Kaito the... What do we Kaito? The Tishana's Tidebinder? No, I think we Kaito the Flood Pits Drowner. They're gonna Collector's Cage. No, let's go for damage. Let's go for damage. And then let's tap. Let's tap the elves. They conceded there, but we totally messed up that one turn where I didn't play Kaito, but it looks like it worked out. And we have them down to 7, so if we tap one of their creatures here and then they just spend mana developing their board, we get to draw more cards with Enduring Curiosity. Yeah, interesting there. So against them, Tishana's Tidebinder seems quite good. And neutralize the guards, or at least the Gix's command will be good against them too. I don't think Fey Bloom Trick will be good. And let's see. Nowhere to run, I'm not sure is needed. Neither is Sheoldred's Edict. I like Spell Stutter because it's a counter spell. Negate, I don't know what else Collector's Cage plays these days. So let's just try this. We've got a pretty solid game plan and Gix's command to hopefully wipe the board. Okay, we can't keep this. This is a one-lander. This is better, and I think we have to put back one of our expensive spells. So it's either Enduring Curiosity or Gix's command. I'm gonna say Enduring Curiosity for now. I'm interested in seeing how good Gix's command is against them. Okay, this is a very easy cut down. So we need more lands. We drew another Curiosity, which is nice, but lands is what we need. So if they play a blocker here, we can Flood Pits Drowner it. Okay, they attack for 2. Let's see what they do the rest of their turn. Hideaway 5. And then we Flood Pits Drowner the token. And then let's make sure to actually cast our Kaito this time. Okay, and then I think we just surveil here. Cut down.
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
I don't know about cut down actually. I think I'd rather just have this Fairy Mastermind. Yeah. Yeah, because they can just do this and put it out of cut down range. Okay, go for the throat is nice here. Let's attack. And I'll just surveil. Ooh, Tishana's Tidebinder is nice. I'll put the Fairy Mastermind back because we do want our 5th land. We'll end the turn here. Yeah. I think this was going to be a difficult position for our opponent. If we look at the board, they know that we have a Drowner, which I can use on their Knight. And then if they try and Collector's Cage, we can Tishana's Tidebinder it. Alright, yeah, I think that was just a pretty good position for us. And I didn't get to see how good Gix's command is against them, but I imagine it can be. I'll need to have to see this matchup a bit more to really understand that. But that was great. We saw the power of Dimir Tempo. Obviously a great deck. Alright, I'll see you next match. Okay, match 3 here. I don't like that our colored source will damage us, but I think I'll still keep. Because this is a lot of interaction and threats. Great tempo plays here. Okay, it looks like our opponent's playing Golgari. We'll start off with the Underground River, keeping up Cut Down. And then play Soulstone Sanctuary and pass here. They'll probably have a removal spell, so I think I'll start off with a Mastermind. Okay, here's Preacher. I can Nowhere to Run it plus Cut Down if we have another colored source here. Ooh, didn't quite get there. But I can shuffle away the Preacher, which I think is what I'll do because we're behind here and I don't want to use 2 cards to deal with it. So we need more lands. Oof, here comes a Archfiend. We can at least keep that tap down with Feybloom Trick, but only if we draw another land. Okay, so I have to play this because we're going to be discarding. So our game plan is to literally just Feybloom Trick the Archfiend of the draws and chump block all day. We need another land to do that, though. They can get rid of our Fairy Mastermind, which means we'll lose 2 life, and then they'll hit us for 6. Okay, alright. So no removal spell from them. They're just going pretty hard here. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, now I think we can win easily because we have double Feybloom Trick. They'll have to use a removal spell on their own Archfiend. Okay, it looks like our opponent's just going for the mana land here. And then we'll just chump block. Ooh, Tishana's Tidebinder. Okay, we'll pass here. Okay, we'll just Feybloom Trick again. They'll have to use a removal spell on their own Archfiend. Yep. And then another Archfiend. Okay. Well, not much we can do here. Yeah, we can cut down the Restless Cottage after we've nowhere to run it. Or we can cut down... Ah, it's difficult. It's difficult. Not sure what to do. So do I Tishana's Tidebinder this? I think so. And then we'll just chump block. We still lose 2 life though because we they get this trigger. Okay, Flood Pit's Drowner is super nice there. Okay, I think we just attack with Tishana's Tidebinder. Yeah, and then pass. We'll keep up Flood Pit's Drowner plus Spell Stutter if needed. Okay, looks like they're going for Restless Cottage again. And then I'm going to Flood Pit's Drowner the draws here. I'll chump block here, and then I'll know where to run. Is it worth taking 1 damage here? Okay, we can cut down that. But I think I will know where to run this Restless Cottage. Okay, Enduring Curiosity. Oh, I don't know. We'll be taking a lot of damage. I kind of need to keep up all of these cards here. Yeah, I think it's no attacks. We're gonna play defensive here. They have to use a removal spell on their draws. So hopefully we can counter it. I don't think we're going to be killing them anytime soon, given how many food tokens they have. So our best bet really is the draws. Okay, looks like our opponent's going for Restless Cottage here. Okay, they get to exile. We get to cut down their Mosswood Dread Knight. And chump block. Okay, let's do this. Let's cut down the Dread Knight. And then hope they don't have a removal spell for their draws. I think I should have chump blocked with a different creature to keep this fairy here. Okay, let's see what they'll do. They can draw another card. We're down to 2. And then do I just mastermind this? Ooh, okay. So, cut down or mastermind? I think mastermind. Yeah. Alright, we're down to 1 here. Our best bet is to have them die to the draws. Oh, we got there. Down to 1 life as well. Okay. So they're playing draws here. We have the tools to deal with draws. I'm not really sure what else they have in their deck. I don't know. I imagine they're playing Annex, so negates will be good, and duress. And then Shieldred, I think, will also be good. I can see us playing Gix's command. I think cut down is not as strong. Let's see, we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. Shieldred's Edict, I think we can get rid of, as well as Nowhere to Run. And then just play the 4th Go for the Throat. And I like Tidebinder against them, actually. So do we just go, since we're on the draw, we don't go the Spyglass Sirens? I don't know if this is blasphemy in terms of playing Dimir Tempo and getting rid of the Spyglass Siren, but I just like these cards more and play more of a mid-range game against them. We'll see. Maybe Gix's command is good. No, let's try this first. Yeah. Okay, this hand I think is great, but too slow. Let's mulligan. Okay, better. We at least have double the rest, so I'll put back our second copy of Curiosity here. Okay, here comes Llanowar Elf. Let's duress, maybe get an Annex. Ooh, duress misses there. Okay, now our hand is terrible against them. It looks like they're going more creature heavy. We didn't see the Preacher last game. Maybe they took out their demon package given how well we deal with the draws. Okay, so we'll go swamp and then pass. Yikes. I think on the play, we'll keep the Spyglass Sirens in, but maybe it wasn't correct to take them out. Yeah, this is why we play these meta decks, to kind of figure out how they play. Yeah, this might be too much for us. Okay, I'm just gonna duress here. And then concede. This is gonna be too slow to deal with what they're doing here. And then let's bring in other things. So I think Childred can go. I like negate, but it's not good if they're going creature heavy. So I'll take that out. Spell stutter is still fine. I'll go bring in the cut downs and anoint, as well as nowhere to run. And then Fey Bloom trick, if they're not doing the whole Archfiend of the draws, then I don't need that. Yeah, especially since we're on the play. And then I think we can get away with no duress. Okay, and then what would we bring back? Maybe Gix's command? No, I don't think so. Actually, one duress might be fine. Let's try this. Okay, we're gonna be in the play. Let's try and do tempo stuff. Okay, this is tempo stuff. Painful mana base, though. So we'll do Gloomlake Verge into Spyglass Siren, and then hopefully we can cut down an elf and then use the map token to our advantage. Okay, Gloomlake Verge, plays the Siren. Okay, no. This might be a removal spell. Alright, let's see if we can bait out their removal spell. Okay, they did have a removal spell. Ooh, they have the duress, so they're able to get the Kaito here. And we're kind of out of action, given how many lands we have. Okay, Tishana's Tidebinder is nice. We'll pass here. Okay, here's a preacher, which means we can't really deal with it now. I'll keep this Tidebinder though. Oh, very nice that we drew Floodpit's Drowner there. I'll play the land that they know about. And then we'll keep up our flash creatures here. Okay, this one we can Tidebinder. So is it better to Tidebinder the Schism or the Sholdred? Okay, I'm gonna use this on the Schism. And then we'll need to use Tidebinder on the Sholdred. Okay, let's see if we can get cheeky here and we'll attack. Okay, they block, which means we're just gonna shuffle this away. Okay, they got Mosswood Dread Knights. They know about our cut down though. I think we're not gonna block here. Okay, Spyglass Siren. We're kind of falling behind here. We just drew too many lands, I think. Curiosity is nice. And then no attacks. They can make a 6/6. So we'll have to draw a removal spell. Okay, so they can have us sacrifice this and then destroy that. Ooh. Very strong from our opponent here. I think we pretty much lost here. Yeah, let's give our opponent a good game. I don't think we properly sideboarded these games, unfortunately. That's on us. And there you have it, guys. Only 3 matches today because I wanted to keep this video about an hour long. And I also noticed I think I should be saving ranked for my timeless content because that's my goal there. And I'll be moving forward with Friday Night Meta in the traditional standard events. So we'll be playing 5 games. And yeah, this deck is amazing. There's a reason why it's very popular. And the fact that it is popular means that a lot of people are playing it. And the streamlining process, the optimization process, and any innovations that happen with this deck is happening at such an accelerated pace that as long as you find the recent list, I think you'll have a pretty good up-to-date deck. And what I really like about this deck is the color combinations it's playing is so good. It's playing black for all of these removal spells and interactive spells that it gives you great coverage against the field. And then for its threats and its main game plan, you're playing blue and you're playing at flash speed. So a lot of the times, if your opponent doesn't know what you're doing or what you're up to, you can really punish them by playing the deception game or playing tricky game that Magic has. And blue is just so good at that. You can really tempo out your opponents, and if you're able to resolve and protect a Kaito or an Enduring Curiosity, you can really draw a lot of cards and have card advantage really work in your favor. I think the difficulty of this deck is really coming from the sideboarding part. Not only do you have to kind of understand what your opponent is doing and know which cards to sideboard in, you also have to be tactically sound and make sure that you are mulliganing well and also playing your early turns very well. That's really crucial in a tempo game plan. So shout out to the creator of this list, Luna Love. I don't know them, but they have been placing really well with this deck consistently across multiple events that I just had to try what they're doing. So really appreciate the work that they put into it, and really happy that I got to try this deck. I've learned a lot about Dimir Tempo just trying to play in these 3 matches. I also noticed that maybe the go wide strategy is the way to combat the Dimir Tempo deck. If the Tempo deck stumbles themselves and they don't draw their like anti go wide strategies, then you can really punish them. But yeah, really happy that I got to play this deck. Would love to hear from you guys to see what would you like to see from Friday Night Meta. Do you have a deck or deck archetype that you'd like me to play? Please comment below and give us a suggestion. I would prefer if it's something that's been tested and something that I can see that some work has been put into it, because we do want to make sure that we are playing a somewhat optimized list. And this one, I think, is streamlined and optimized. So thank you guys so much. Please let me know what you'd like to see. Hit that like button. And if you feel so inclined, a subscription would be heavenly. Totally not necessary, but like I said, infinitely appreciated. All right, guys, what else can I say but have a great day?